Good, everyone. It's Monday. You know what that means. Monday Mindset, the last full week before the big Christmas day arrives, and everyone is hustling and bustling. It was a very, very busy weekend, I'm sure, for not only me, but for everyone else. But good morning, everyone. This is Carol Sue, aka Naughty Boss, live from a chilly New England with two.
Sistas. Hey, good morning, everyone. It's Janis, aka Wellness Diva 5.0. Yes, and it's a balmy 28 or 29 degrees, excuse me, in North Haven, and with the wind chill factor, feels a little colder. So Gary just got both of the fires going, so warm it up a little bit more, make it a little toastier, make it a little bit more comfortable. And of course, the hustle, the bustle of the holidays, looking for that gift, or maybe you're buying, excuse me, a gift for someone that you're really not sure what to buy. And maybe they're that person that has everything. Well, Gary's cousins came over last night and they are so sweet. And they gave each of us a gift. And I just need to show it because I think that this is such an amazing idea. And she usually finds all these, different things. So this is how it came wrapped, with this cute little Christmas bag. And of course, my favorite color is purple. And let me just open this up real quick. Daddy would love this because it's a gadget. So this is what it is. And I don't know the exact name of it, but this is an emergency tool that you keep in your car. So God forbid you're in a situation, maybe in an accident or something like that, and you need to get out of your car. Well, there's a thing to cut your,
I know what it is. We have one of those. They are amazing.
And the thing to break the glass, and then it's got a thing here, you pull it up, and then it's got the light. And then a further, like a strobe light, this comes down. Right. So I just thought that was such a very thoughtful gift and
useful gift, because a lot of times, how they show it, where I saw it advertised, and we ended up getting one, is those moments. Now, what are the chances of you going over a bridge or being submerged in water? Well, if it's a hurricane or some sort of flooding system, obviously we drive with our seatbelts on. But now you impact that with pressure and or water, you need to escape rather quickly. So it has that great slicer to, let's face it, a seatbelt is made with strong material, but the other key piece is like getting out of the car, smashing the window. The other great piece to it is it's also, God forbid you're being robbed or about to be injured. It could physically help you out of a jam in that way.
Exactly. And she kind of preluded it with, I saw this and I just knew that this might save somebody that I love. It might save their lives or help them out in a really tough situation. Right. And I thought, wow, that is really kind of neat, because we don't think of those things in terms every day. Of course, when you're out looking for a gift, maybe it's a game, maybe it's a deck of cards, whatever it may be. But this definitely could save someone's life. So I was just really, I guess, enamored with it. Like, I was just like in awe of it, because I thought that was such a thoughtful gift. Of course, Gary got one as well. So we're going to put them in our respective cars. So I just thought I would share that. She is a lover of QVC, so I know that's where she got it. If anyone is interested, you can buy them.
Right. And now that I'm thinking about it, the first time I saw it or heard about it was from our niece Kelly, and she came out and showed us, and I thought, this is amazing. So you can get them on Amazon as well, because I'm pretty sure that's where we end up getting. And I, like you, I don't know what it's called, but it's one of those all-in-one, safety hazard tools that has multiple uses in a car, for those times. Now, let's hopefully no one ever has to use them in that manner. But the fact that you have it available when an emergency, because we never know when an emergency is going to arise, or, maybe you're in a situation where, you're in a car accident that happens more than not. and you can't get out, or you're trying to free yourself to go help someone else in the car, that is going to assist in that way. Or again, maybe you can't get out the door is jammed, you need a safe way to break the glass enough where it shatters, so then you can use your feet to like push it out. So there are many different uses for it, along with the flashlight and other things. So, and then just for protection. So I think it's just one of those all-in-one great tools to have.
Yeah.
Like, that hopefully you never have to use, but if you have it, it's there. And the fact that it has the flashlight, well, you're going to use that part of it anyway. So
Or
how many,
it's a
how many times you drop a credit card in between your seat, or your license, or your favorite lipstick, and you don't want it melted everywhere? So you
how many
always
times have you stuck your hand down there and your hand gets stuck? So
right. Oh yeah. I mean, just
one-
that's what an awesome, thoughtful gift.
it sure was. And this is called a Secure Bright COB pop-up emergency auto light. So the product features are emergency hammer with a protective cap, LED light, seatbelt knife, COB light, red emergency flasher, battery, and then it talks about the battery compartments, glow in the dark, hanging ring, and then it's got a magnet on the bottom. So pretty cool.
Very cool. That is awesome. Well, we had, obviously lots of going on. First off, congrats to Messi and Argentina. We watched the final World Cup, and what was so neat and so cool is Messi's very popular with younger American soccer little stars, including our grandson Jedrick. He absolutely loves them. So it was a very intense game, and what we had going on is obviously we had church, and then their family was chosen to what they're doing at St. Joseph's Church in Charlton is they have 12 days of Christmas. Well, they've got 12 trees. So 12 families were nominated to decorate the tree in the theme of the 12 days of Christmas. So Tina and John's family was nominated, and they had 3 French hens. Now, the ironic thing about the part of the song, 3 French hens, is we were all joking because obviously World Cup, we were rooting for Argentina and not France. Sorry, menu. We were rooting for Argentina. So we were jokingly saying, oh, three Argentina hens, because we obviously saying French hens, we didn't want to put it out in the universe, all of that. So that we had just a fun morning cracking up about that. So we got to watch the game, but because the game was still going on when we had church and this decoration piece to it going on, we put it on pause, and we vowed that we would not take our devices into the area of church and working the tree. The only one that was allowed to was Jonathan, in case he got called out. So we we didn't want to know. So we actually put it on pause. And after we were done with the festivities at church, we ran back home and resumed play. And of course, it was very stressful. But the other piece to that was we had a Christmas party at 1:00, and the same game is still going on. So what happened was Argentina was ahead most of the game. Basically, they had the power. They were in possession of the ball most of the game, and it was 2-0 for the longest time. Then all of a sudden, France, you can never count them out, especially World Cup. It's you are laying everything really on the field, and they scored 2 goals in a matter of under 60 seconds. So it was crazy. So they ended up going into overtimes, which is 2 15-minute overtimes. And actually, Argentina did score again. So it was 3-2. But the way World Cup works, different than some other sports, is that even you're in the middle of overtime, it's not who scores first. You still finish out that period of 15 minutes. So it ended up being tied again. So then they had to go to a shootout. And so they put up their best 5 players, and Argentina won the shootout. So they ended up winning the World Cup. So that was exciting, to kind of watch that. And then we went right from there to a very festive Christmas party. So we were busy. I mean, and all weekend it was like that. We had basketball games, soccer games. So it's really fun to watch your loved ones right in their element of what they're doing, and really sharing in part of the passion. And it really puts your mindset as such a fun time, because you think of, the dedication, you think of a young child that is so involved and so persistent and absolutely like dedicated to their craft, their sport. It takes a dedicated mindset. So ironically, I'm going to see if I can find it. I was talking to Jed about, what it takes to be really, someone dedicated in everything, mindset, and really your craft, anything that that you find such self-worth. And it really talked about, let me see if I can find it. It was a quote that I saw. So it basically said, bad players don't take much seriously. So reverse that a little bit. Somebody with bad mindset doesn't take things seriously. Someone with average players takes the games seriously. They take it seriously. So someone, ready to do something, okay, they kind of get their mind focused. Good players take practice in games seriously. So someone that really focused on their health and wellness, or a project, or that fitness level, they take it seriously. But and they become better at it, right? Better at their craft, better at making sure that they're showing up for themselves. The difference with somebody that is great, that has a very focused mindset on, their focus maybe on their academics, their fitness, their nutrition, their job. They're also very intense about their warm-ups, their individual workout rooms, whether it be the weight room or whatever you are, whatever your goal is, your daily workout, your conditioning. And you also do some, like film practice. You might do, maybe some research, on all of that. So, I mean, it really, it's just a cool way of, really understanding the mindset that it takes.
Yes, and just to let you know, we only see your picture. We don't see you on camera.
Yeah, and the reason why that is because I was looking for the
Or that,
quote. So
that's
I had to actually
there you
the
are.
camera turns off. Right. The camera actually turns off when I'm looking for the actual quote. So it was
Right.
a picture. So that's why the Zoom went that way. But it really just, so we were sharing that, and it really is all about, it boils down to, whatever your passion is, whatever your goal is, whatever even during the holiday season, getting all your shopping done, your wrapping done, staying organized, everything, whatever it may be, starts with a healthy, focused, and very intentional mindset.
It does, and mindset is always a work in progress. I mean, think of those two teams that went to that final game, and how Argentina was ahead and then France, like that. You need a solid mindset, and kudos to both teams. And of course, we were happy for Jetty. I saw that that picture of him, and I think he was going like, yes.
And ironically, that afternoon, he had his own soccer game, and they were very in a similar situation, a little bit different outcome, but he scored a goal, and he ran down that field, because it was an indoor field, in the same mannerism that Messi did, his arms out. It was a cool moment.
Yeah, and those moments are the things that we remember, and such holiday joy. And mindset is always a work in progress, and just work on it each day. And it could be something as simple as just giving yourself that opportunity to check in with yourself, decompress 15 minutes, maybe journal, read a book for a couple minutes, something to put yourself in that mindset mood, because we know mindset goes a long way no matter what you do.
Right. And then the distractions, let's face it. I mean, how many distractions are like everyone, I'm sure they're doing their checklist this week, right? The grocery list, the gift giving piece, which we always talk about. Don't forget, it's not about the monetary gift. It's really about being present in the moment with that person, talking about the memories, talking about the maybe past joys, past holidays, how many, the actual screw ups of the holiday. There are so many screw ups of a holiday where maybe someone overcooks something, or something falls out of the oven, or you forget that ingredient, so you improvise and it comes out even more spectacular than you thought it could be. Maybe it was an unsuspecting note. Maybe you received a card from someone that you haven't even chatted with in forever, and it really put you in that mindset. You're like, what have I been waiting so long for? Why don't I just pick up the phone and call that person and hear their voice? And really, mindset is very intentional. And I think some people think, oh, this person's got it all together. They're on point, like their house is, perfectly decorated. They've got, all their shopping done. They say they're just like really in the moment of joy. And here I am going through list after list and blah, 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 blah. Well, you know what? So for some people, they just really spend more time with that mindset. Maybe they're more conscious of, what, I'm writing down my list. So helps my list help me, because let's face it, we can't remember everything in our brain, especially when you're rushing and so many different events that are taking place. So somebody with a great, very intentional mindset, more than likely is writing things down, making lists, to-do lists, making sure that each day is organized and that they're accomplishing maybe certain tasks to make that holiday run a little bit smoother, maybe run a little less chaotic or stressful. That just doesn't happen. It comes with a very intentional mindset.
Yes, it does. And, as you go forward this week and maybe you're out and about, there is going to be a lot of hustle and bustle, a lot of traffic, I'm sure. And just kind of check in with yourself and maybe if you, for instance, have Christmas music on while you're driving to kind of ease maybe the anxiety of maybe somebody inadvertently cutting you off. Just be mindful of that. It's not about the race. It's getting to your journey in a safe manner. And with that note, my name is Janis, aka Wellness Diva 5.0, and I am with
TwoSistas, and this is Carol, so aka Naughty Boss, really just being in the moment with intentional mindset. And even though, I'm not in my own element, meaning, I'm not in my own personal surroundings, really being intentional of things that I want to be mindful of, in addition to making sure that I'm still being mindful of my health, my wellness, my gut health. And that takes with a very intentional mindset. We will see you tomorrow for a Triumph Tuesday. Because I know a lot of people had to triumph over a lot of, the hustle and bustle. Sometimes you got to triumph over really. How many of you have gotten double or triple or even quad booked for a weekend? And you had to triumph over, how am I going to balance all that out? Well, we're going to chat about that and much more. We will see you tomorrow. You guys have a great, blessed Monday mindset. Be intentional in everything you do. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye for now.